So we'll explain the first move that we're teaching Sandar, which is the 3 punches. Right, so we've got our hands up high. I'm going to explain why Mark has his hands like that. Some people have actually criticised it. That, oh, he's looked this. The reason the hands are up here and not, say, like this or in a fancy posture is because we're placing the fist directly in front of the shoulder with the elbow in line. Basically right now all Mark has to do is move his hip forward and extend his arm, and he's got to punch straight through. There's no correction, there's no bringing it up or bringing it down or bringing it from here. It's right there in line. So look down here to the camera, it's in line. We have a square shoulder, so we've got the hip moving and push and back. Alright? The rear hand is in the same position. It's in line with the shoulder and the elbow down. This is not a Wing Chun punch as such. Not the Wing Chun chain punch, which is done like this, without the use of the hip. But we do actually utilise something from Wing Chun, which is the use of the forearm as a block. So when we're punching, we're actually, if I punch like a normal punch, like this, my elbow is out. Alright, so we call it flying. If you punch like this, with the elbow out, and you punch against the vertical, I'm hitting his forearm. So basically the punch isn't delivered by, it is delivered straight, but we kind of put a little stomp on it, a little hammer. It's like a dropping punch with the hip movement. So it's kind of like drop and twist. Drop and twist. And so what happens is if I'm punching normally, it comes straight through. So, and the second one comes over and traps it again. So if I punch, and the second one's already trapped it, I'm just open for punches here. Alright, so come closer. I mean, like, punch closer. So if I'm punching, bang. Again, it just comes straight over the top of me. So we use our 3 punches, I'll come back in front. We use our 3 punches as blocks at the same time. Alright? We swinging the hip swinging is just central. You can stand here like this and just swing your hip. Look at my little sleeve. Look at my little sleeve. So if I go like this, I'll do a right hand punch. Right? Did you see that the sleeve did a punch all by itself? Now if you had an arm there, right, and you just relax your arm and then just move your hip and just throw it out. And what you're doing is, what we do is we do 3 punches. Lead, rear, lead. Right? So we do the first punch, it twists up, and we retract this and extend the other one. So it's the hips, opposing hips, swiveling on the central axis. We just twist it and deliver the punch. Now, most people leave it like that. This is where the reverse punch ends. Now look at Mark, he's twisted up. Hips are twisted, arms here, ready to go. So what do? We throw in a third. Now we don't actually do it break down. This is a criticism I've had of some people on the internet, on YouTube. They'll do 1, 2, and then 3. Right, so you try doing that. 1, 2, and then 3. Right, faster. 1, 2, bang, bang, and then. Right, so we just. I believe that they should all be done in a flow. When I'm teaching my students, I teach them to do it in wise flows, and don't even think about what your opponent is doing, because the technique is all encompassing. If you do 3 punches, the vertical fist, the elbow down, at your opponent's head, you're going to block and hit, guaranteed. I actually put a guarantee on that. That's the 3rd punch will hit. If your opponent hasn't already been hit and falling on the ground, if the opponent is still standing, the 3rd punch will hit. That's a guarantee. You can try it yourself. Let me know if it doesn't work. I'm sure you will. Right, so we do 3 punches really fast. 1, 2, 3. Alright? Remember, we're hammering and twisting. When we do it really, really fast, it's different. It is like the Wing Chun chain punch, but we use the good elements of the Wing Chun chain punch, which is continuous attack over the top. This same chain punching method is used in Goju Karate and in Chow Gar Praying Mantis. It's utilised all over the place. And we've just added the hip and shoulder moving together. The difference between us and Wing Chun, the difference between us and other schools is that we use the hip a lot. The hip is the centre. Right, next move. The next move